Well, good Thursday morning, my friends. MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here with the MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Consumers Energy, and a couple of fantastic days today and tomorrow. Very interesting satellite imagery I'm going to show you because of the hurricane heading toward Florida and an upper level storm system. So wait till you see this cloud configuration, and it's going to spell out for you that moisture from the hurricane will eventually make it our way. And the continued theme is after that, much warmer than normal conditions. Let's say hi to some folks. Good morning to Joe Butcher. Thanks for watching. And Abdul Sattar. Good morning to you. Pam Puiti. Good morning. And Himanshu Gill. All right, everybody's got a tongue twister this morning. All right, let's get into it here. And again, I want to start with the satellite imagery. Of course, you know, you've heard probably about Hurricane Helene, and that's going to probably make landfall in what they call the Big Bend region, or head toward Tallahassee, Florida, in the Florida Panhandle. They're expecting Hurricane Center, I think, has winds at 125 miles an hour or something like that as it makes landfall there. Look at the moisture feed up, and this real distinct kind of corner it turns in southeast Michigan. So here in the Saginaw area, just bright sunshine right in your face if you're driving to the east earlier this morning. But then down to the southeast, you have kind of the remnants of a storm system that's in Illinois. And this gives you a good visual tracer that the storm system could head this way. All right, so we're going to start with the big picture. And that's going to be this European model. That's because basically what we're going to do is track the remnants of Helene. I got to get the pronunciation of that one. So here we go. It makes landfall, Florida Panhandle or Big Bend region, and then begins to rain. If you're driving on I-75 tomorrow, mess. Up to 10 to 15 inches in around the Knoxville, Chattanooga, Atlanta area, and a lot of flash flooding. So you'd probably be better if you had to make that trek. You'd probably be better I-65 down through Alabama. Now, this is tomorrow, Friday. Yes, still a work skipper Friday for all of you that can do it. And then we look at the weekend. We're going to look at this a little closer. So see the remnants up into southern Illinois, and then kind of just churns there. But this will send out some outer bands, so to speak, like a hurricane. And the models are starting to show that. You see on Sunday afternoon. And again, we're going to look at it closer. Now, remember I showed you cold front the last couple of days and said, it probably won't happen. Well, the cold front happens, but notice the cold air goes nowhere. It comes through about next Tuesday, and we might get a 12-hour cool down, and then we're right back into a southerly flow and quite a warming trend on the way as we head into the first couple of days of October. We're out 10 days here with this, and this would say, you know, early to mid-October would be very warm. Of course, we're starting to see the cold building just north of the border, you know, 300-400 miles. So it's coming. We know we can't avoid it, but it's not in the first week of October or anything like that. Brian Patterson, yes, great fall weather here in Michigan. So here we go. This is today. It's dry and beautiful. This is tomorrow. Starts to get breezy by tomorrow evening with that storm system down in Indiana. And then this is Friday night, Saturday morning. So it looks like clouds will lift into at least the southern half of lower Michigan, and we'll see these patches of showers. Now, note what this model does. Saturday morning into afternoon, it says that there's a stagnant batch of rain. And we will have to watch these kind of things because this will have tropical nature. It could be stationary, and we can get what I call freak rains out of stuff like this. This is Saturday afternoon into evening, so we're probably not going to have a good weekend as far as weather goes, at least in the southern half, southern 2/3 of lower Michigan. This is Saturday night, Sunday afternoon. We're going to just be really too close to what is a big storm system with a lot of moisture to say that we're going to get a dry weekend. Traverse City northward, probably dry for the weekend. So this is definitely a weekend to head north if you want to have the better weather. And then here comes that cold front, comes through. You don't see any blue lines behind it. You see just a cool down, and then what I see is a return back to southwesterly wind flow. Today, in the 70s. Tomorrow, in the 70s, maybe 80s in the UP. Saturday, cooler, near 70 in the south where the showers are. You get north to Traverse City and Charlevoix and Mansalona. You might have 78 degrees or so. And Sunday, upper 70s north, upper 60s south because of the showers in the south. Hey, good morning, George Opdyke from sunny and chilly Chief Lake. Good morning to you. And Dan and Dawn Durda-Baker. Good morning. I always love it when married couples combine their Facebook. It's kind of like, Brangelina or whatever. My wife would never do that because I get too many Facebook messages because it is a way we distribute the data. So this is Monday, upper 70s. This is Tuesday, Wednesday. Now remember, a cold front, so that drops us into highs in the 60s Tuesday and Wednesday. And then I told you the heat takes right off again. This is 10 days out, October 5th. Mounting a warming trend to the west. Don't know that I would believe it at this time of the year, but it certainly is possible, and I certainly think that we will have some days in the 70s as we get to October 5th to October 10th. Here's total rainfall in the ensemble mode. This is the more averaged down mode. I don't like this really for the exact forecast, but I think it's a good way to show you that the far south could have, ½ inch to an inch of rain is pretty easy. These would be tropical rains, so you can get a band of 2 or 3 inches of rain out of something like this. So I'm going to call the weekend southern half. I'm going to call it cloudy and could be wet in places. Then we go to the extended forecast, and it says warm and dry for this time of the year. Okay, so this is October 1st to the 5th, warmer than normal, drier than normal. October 18th to October 3rd to 9th, warmer than normal, drier than normal. And one last thing, if you haven't been paying attention, I'm sure this is kind of like the sports, reporting on a hurricane in Michigan. If you're a sports fan, you probably already know if the Lions or the Tigers won or lost or whatever. So you probably already know this, but there's the hurricane, and there's the projected path toward Tallahassee, basically. And it will have effects up all along the west coast of Florida, but not crazy effects probably from Sarasota southward. So there you have it. That's your MLive morning weather update brought to you by Consumers Energy. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Enjoy today, tomorrow. And then southern half of lower Michigan, I think you better prepare for some showers, maybe thunderstorms, maybe a freak rain of a couple of inches Saturday or Sunday. If it holds off, we'll consider ourselves lucky on the weekend weather, but of course we can always still use, it looks like in some spots, we could use still another inch of rain. Hey, thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Consumers Energy. See you back here tomorrow, Friday. Bye.